So gang, as you can see, we're all sitting down at the table. This is our typical production meeting. Usually it's not as nice, but we had a special treat thanks to Cubby. You'll also notice that we're down 2 nerds. Bobby and Haley couldn't be here today, but that's okay. They're out reviewing movies, so we'll forgive them this time. But we're going to go ahead and start our typical production meeting, and we wanted to let you in on it because we get a lot of questions on YouTube. How do you guys pick the comics? How do you guys choose which topics you're going to talk about? Well, instead of answering everybody individually, come on in and see what we're going to do. All right, let's start with comic books.
We do it in a very orderly fashion.
Who wants Green Arrow?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hunger?
I'll read that one.
Okay. Marvel Knights Spider-Man?
I'll read that one.
Okay. All new X-Men special?
Oh my god, I'm going to read that one as well. How did I know I was going to read all those?
I would like all new X-Men.
Green Lantern Swamp Thing? And Forever Evil.
If Batman was even mentioned, it would be Brandon's. Now, those are the hard comics. Let's get to the digital. We've got from Boom Studios, Garfield, Hit, RoboCop, The Last Stand, Suicide Risk, Catalyst Comics, Grindhouse, The Occultist, The Star Wars.
I think I'm going to read that one.
Star Wars guy's gonna read it. All right, I like that.
I'm going to read that one.
Doctor Who Classics, Doctor Who Prisoners of Time,
Nope.
Doctor Who
Doctor
Cares.
Who Cares? Number 75. That's what I want to read.
That sounds like a drunk uncle. Doctor Who Cares?
Yep.
So we're gonna keep doing it. G.I. Joe Cobra Files, G.I. Joe Real American Hero, Gin Rise, Judge Dredd Classics, from Image. I'm sorry, that was IDW. From Image, Activity, Bedlam,
I'll take Bedlam.
okay, Black Acre, Bushido, Elephant Men, Invincible Universe, Lazarus, I will call that one, Mara, Mind the Gap, Morning Glories, Reality Check, Spawn, Todd, the ugliest kid on earth.
I'll do Spawn.
Okay. Comics from Valiant, Quantum and Woody, call that one. And then Shadow Man.
I don't read any of those, so... Besides
That's
the
cool.
ones I called.
Cool. Alright, so we got comics. Now let's go to topics. We got a bunch of little topics this week that I think are going to make up a pretty nice episode. Then we've got a bunch of little ones that'll make a nice Marvel, and then a couple that'll make a nice little DC. We talked a little bit, Brandon. Friday the 13th. Yeah, I actually saw this on Bloody Disgusting. Friday the 13th, it's rumored it might be found footage. Is that something we want to talk about?
I'm
that's
so
something-
completely
You guys
finished
know
with found footage films.
We've talked about this before too. It's like the
What irritates
first
me-
person crap is killing me.
Well, it just irritates me because it's always like, oh, this is going on. Like, I'm running for my life, but I need to record the shit out of it. Yeah, I don't know, it's stupid.
That's why I actually appreciated Paranormal Activity with the security cameras. All right, cool. The cameras were there. Nobody had to hold a camera. I get it. Fine. But
But the whole fourth Paranormal Activity where it was all
yeah, what it was. Wait.
the Xbox 360
Yeah.
like was used as an actual thing to.
So we're going to talk about the production meeting, or we're going to talk about it on the second?
I don't know. I want to talk about it now.
I'm just saying. There's a long production
Obviously, you
meeting.
guys don't give a crap, so Brandon, I'll talk.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
This is one that I think we should follow up on. I saw this one on Badass Digest. Mad Max Fury Road, we talked about a little bit ago that they're going to do reshoots. Found out why. Studio saw a rough cut of what George Miller did and loved it.
Oh.
But in his original script, there was supposed to be, let me see what they called it, an elevator, like an elevator car?
Like the
An
Bluth
elevator
mobile?
vehicle.
Like the Bluth mobile?
That'd be, I'm sure the budget would have allowed that, but whatever he had in his mind, the budget didn't allow for. But now that the studio saw a rough cut, they loved it, so they gave him the money to finish it. And I'm like, that's pretty awesome, because usually reshoots mean
That's pretty
this
promising.
movie sucks, we gotta recut it. But this, that's good news.
That's very good news.
So I thought we could follow up with that. Star Wars, I know it's a big hot button right now, obviously, but I'm not sure this is big news. Sullivan Stapleton and Daniel Day-Lewis were names that were linked to Star Wars Episode 7. Stapleton kind of got in hot water because he let everybody know He was at Lucasfilm and Disney.
douche.
Yeah. So they're kind of mad at him. But then Daniel Day-Lewis had lunch or dinner with George Lucas and Kathleen Kennedy, so that's why he's rumored to possibly be in it.
That's what pisses me off about like the Justin Bieber picture and everything. The
I
second
know.
anyone does anything, it's always, wow, they're gonna do this. Like George Lucas and
That's why I'm amazed that
Justin
the news.
Bieber took a shit in the same bathroom. He's
I'm
gonna be in
gonna-
Star Wars.
I'm still blown away that the news that he was selling to Disney stayed a secret for as long as it did, and the fact that he had lunch with Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher like 6 months before that stayed a secret. I'm like, how does that happen?
Yeah, that's really weird.
That's really impressive. So I thought, I don't know if that's big enough or
Time
not.
I tricked everyone in season.
Alright.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's big enough or not.
I
That's
know
all
Dave
it is.
Navarro.
What do you guys think?
I don't know. It's just a rumor mill.
If that's all it is, it's just rumor mill talk. So like, I mean, we can definitely mention it, but it's not enough to like really talk about it.
Well, let's see what else we have. This
It's
one,
funny. That guy's a douche.
yeah. This one is definitely hitting Nerdlocker episode. J.J. Abrams basically came out and said he knows he has an addiction to light flares.
That's fine. It
And
works.
he actually had to have ILM remove some of the light flares that he shot.
Jesus.
Which I think is hilarious.
Like there was too much.
Yeah.
Can you
Like
imagine,
adding them in, and you're like, I need.
can you imagine what it would have been like if had he not taken it out?
Didn't his wife say like she was watching it and she's like, I can't watch this.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah.
I was like right there. His wife watched the rough cut of the movie and she's like, what the hell is going on right now?
That's awesome. I
She
love
couldn't even
that.
see part of like the scene because of the flares.
Yeah, you're right. I was showing my wife early cut of Into Darkness. That's funny. So that's definitely something we'll talk about.
That's cool.
This one I thought was interesting. You guys are probably a little too young, but there's Cannonball Run. You guys know of it. You know it's based on.
You're like talking down to us in front of the camera.
No, because that's not the one. It's based on a race called the Gumball.
Yeah,
Come on, Riley.
Have you seen that movie?
I've seen the Gumball stuff.
Have you seen the movie? It's on Netflix. It's hilarious. It's,
I've seen with Knoxville and all that.
it's like 1960. No. It's
Because they did that.
way old. Way old.
No, I know what it is. I haven't seen the. Oh, you're talking about Cannonball Run? I've seen parts of Cannonball Run.
There's an original Gumball movie.
No, I never
from
saw
the
the original
1960s.
Gumball movie.
It's goofy.
It's like campy and whatever.
Sorry, I haven't seen all of Cannonball Run, and sorry I didn't pass Cubby the Orange.
Yeah. Dick.
So they're remaking it in England, and they're making it like an Ocean's 11 sort of thing, which I think is funny.
That sounds cool. That sounds cool to me.
So I think that'd be kind of interesting to mention.
I am excited.
Here's another one I think is funny. Expendables 3. I don't remember this happening, but you guys might. Sylvester Stallone basically called out Bruce Willis because they were going to offer him $3 million for like 4 days of work, and he said he wanted $4 million.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And so he tweeted out, Sylvester Stallone tweeted out that he was greedy and lazy. Well, now he regrets it, and he still considers themselves friends.
I'm
I
very
mean,
surprised.
they still are friends because that's a fight of a century. Like that would level a city like Zod and Superman. So,
Well, you
Well,
figure-
it's like you guys were business partners in the very successful
but
Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
Mhm. So I think it's funny.
It's a hotel here in Vegas.
if that could hold
That's a
us the
different
time,
order,
then
Yeah, I know.
they should-
Yeah. Owned by Caesars Entertainment. If you would like to sponsor us. Anyways, up your guys' alley.
I can't believe Sylvester Stallone knows how to use Twitter. Let's be honest about
Harry Potter news.
Yay.
So we kind of talked about it before with the Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Well, it looks like Warner Brothers has also registered other topics related to Quidditch Through the Ages, which is, I guess, another book.
Yes,
and-
you would know that if you read it.
You guys know that after we came back
You
from
don't know how to
Comic-Con, when you
read.
gave me the whole breakdown of what happened in Harry Potter.
Let's not talk about our private moments in public, please. That was very personal.
We
It was you and me in the back seat.
We have some really deep moments in Comic Con.
I'm sorry I drooled on you.
I miss you, Patrick.
So I figured you guys would really like that, so we could talk about that. Jude Law came out and talked a little bit about Sherlock Holmes, the third one. Kind of everybody wants to do it. Really excited to do it. Scheduling right now is just a bitch. Especially with Guy Ritchie and Robert Downey.
RDJ.
So, then on to some DC news. Wonder Woman. They made a short. Somebody made a short. It was like a short trailer for it.
Well, I to say that I didn't like it. I didn't like the short trailer at all. It looked.
Yeah.
I don't know. It did not in any way make me be like, oh man, I wonder what would be awesome. Like it was weird.
Like Bobcat Goldwyn.
I guess he's the comic relief in that. He's like the talking mythical Themyscirian pet that she has or something.
Mahoney.
It was her like walking down the street in the city that was like, it looked like it was like blown up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cops just start fighting her. And I'm like, did she blow up the city? Or
Superman
did
did.
the cops blow up the city? Or why are they fighting? And then like, they're like, I get it. I get like, there's a lot to it. But it's like her, like it flashed between that and she's on Themyscira and all these giant ogre monster things are coming up out of the water at her, and she takes like one spear, and they're gigantic and they're like tiny, and she just throws this spear and it hits one like dead in the forehead. And it's like, oh, I'm dying! Like, I'm like, I get making a giant battle is a little tough on a low budget, but I was just
So you want to talk about that?
sure.
Batman news. George Clooney does not want to give any advice to Ben Affleck.
Should have.
Nor should he ever.
Oh, that'd be kind of funny. And then we touched on this one.
I like how he knows that though. He says like I shouldn't be giving anyone advice.
We touched on this one on social media, but Constantine going to TV.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool to talk about more. And then a little bit of speculation if possibly Wonder Woman or other Justice League, or not Justice League, just Justice League, but DC members are going to show up in the Batman vs Superman film.
And it'll be like where it's just like, hi, I'm Oliver Queen. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
oh my God, Hal Jordan, the cab driver. Like what? Like it's
always,
just like,
always in the shadows, so they have to pay an actor.
yeah, right. Like just like you just see name tags everywhere, but you don't see faces because they're not cast yet.
Well, I guess that's part of the news. Is there's a casting call for an actress in her late 20s of all ethnicities. Interesting. So then on to Marvel news.
They just have to say that it's gonna be white. Sorry.
Just trying to be nice.
Never know.
Peter Dinklage talked a little bit about his role as Trask,
Peter Dinklage.
which I think would be funny. Thor. What is this? Oh, they're talking about the Rainbow Bridge, the Bifrost, and how it was destroyed. And basically, I guess, how they're going to be moving around the Nine Realms now.
Sweet.
Talk a little bit about Captain America and the Winter Soldier and where it takes place in time within the whole universe that they've set up.
Okay.
Avenger 2, James Spader spoke about being Ultron.
Did you see the
And
teaser for it?
yeah.
Is that a
was
legitimate
what I think I
teaser?
thought.
That was the comic.
Yeah, it's from Comic Con.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't find it
Like,
all
I didn't
impressive, but
think they were gonna. I'm like, when they announced James Spader, I didn't think it would look like that Ultron, but maybe they just did it because they wanted everyone to know.
well, I think this goes with the conflicting reports we're getting where it's from Iron Man's, some portion of Iron Man is turning into Ultron, but then we have James Spader as Ultron. Because I think you
Maybe
kind of
he's
see
just
that,
gonna be the voice, or
Yeah.
yeah, you see that sort of evolution in that video.
Yeah.
James Spader starts getting in like really good shape, and he shows up, and they're like, "No, you're just doing
Yeah.
lines." Yeah, the whole thing's CGI.
Yeah, we're these dots because you're gonna be the new Hulk. All CGI.
Hey, Mark Ruffalo's here too. You guys need to
hang out.
slow motion punch each other with ping pong balls taped all over your body.
That sounds like fun.
Actually, that kind of does sound like fun.
And then they asked, once again, Tom Hiddleston with Loki came up and asked him if they did have a Loki movie, what
Oh
exactly.
my God.
I know, this
Awkward.
is Will Not Die.
I feel like he's at the point where he's like, guys.
I know, but this was cool because they asked him, what would you like to do? And he's talking about, he's a pretty smart guy too. I'd like to see Loki in a relationship with the Enchantress. He's no dumb. He's like,
yeah,
this is what I want.
if there's gonna be a Loki movie,
I'm getting some.
I have sex with Jane Foster
And Sif.
and Sif and you know
And
fucking
Heimdall. Because he's awesome.
Agent Carter and Pepper Potts.
All right, and then we can talk a little bit about S.H.I.E.L.D., the TV show. How it did great numbers for TV. And then they talked a little bit about showrunners Jed Whedon. Remember what his resume looks like. what characters might pop up from the Marvel Universe, that sort of thing. And
He's like the Jonathan Nolan of comic books.
Yeah, exactly. And then finally, I thought this one was actually really interesting. Because of the success of the Avengers, it basically shelved the Runaways movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting.
Thanks.
Fuck them.
Thanks, America,
A
for
million
that.
times. That's
Dicks.
so dumb.
Well, I'm sure they're going to ride out the Avengers phases and then get to it, but I thought that was interesting. I
We're
think
gonna be like 60 by the time that happens.
I'm just
I don't think the
saying,
phases are
a
gonna-
Runaways movie is more important than anything else. So why not, dude?
And then there was the new Hobbit trailer.
Destination of Schmeg.
I don't even really care at this point, honestly, but if we have enough trailers, we can do a trailer trash on.
Alright.
What do you think of the other trailers that came out?
I didn't see anything.
We're getting into the fall.
There's
There's
so
Yeah.
I've been hanging out in the lobbies all fucking morning, doing nothing but just standing there, staring at a character.
I like how everyone's doing that though today. Like,
Yeah, it's fine.
Nobody's backing down.
Well, some people are playing. Some people can't get on. It's not broken for everyone. It's just overloaded.
Just talking about Grand Theft Auto, of course.
GTA.
Yeah.
Pass the beef and broccoli, please.
Anywho, throw down Thursday. What do we got? What were the results from last week's?
Everyone said Martian Manhunter. There were a couple Hulks here and there, but it was mainly Martian
We actually got ripped on YouTube. This pissed me off.
No,
Like, don't you know your characters? There's no
Yeah.
way Hulk would win. I'm like, don't you remember the Amalgam universe?
No, I don't think it would win either, but I just...
But this is
I
what
thought it was
I'm
interesting.
Interesting battle.
Obviously, DC
Try
and
to-
Marvel know their characters, and they have the Amalgam universe where they came together, and they have Wolverine beating Lobo.
No, that would happen because...
Would that ever happen?
Yeah.
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think Lobo would lose.
Absolutely. It's Wolverine.
That's why they don't even actually show the fight. They just show Wolverine
At
coming
a
up
bar.
behind the bar, and he's like, huh, I did
He's
that.
like,
It's
yeah,
no, I
stab
don't
him.
think Lobo would
Here's
beat
my-
Wolverine.
I'm
think-
smoking a space cigar.
I think he would win. He's the one that would win most of the time, but Lobo's going to come back from nothing, just like Wolverine's going to come back from nothing.
So I guess that's my point. It's,
So they just keep fighting forever, man.
no, some more coming.
But that's what I
Everyone
meant.
who loved the 90s just is like, oh, this is the best comic ever.
But that's what makes me mad. Is
One
people are
keeps
like,
coming back and the other keeps coming
well,
back.
obviously Martian Manhunter would win. It's like, no, not obviously.
Well, I think
There are
that's
scenarios
where I
where-
would have picked, but I don't know. I just,
But that's what
I'm
that's
just
what
trying to
saying.
have fun, you guys. Trying to have fun with
That's
this.
what I'm saying. It's like a geek's wet dream. It's like just have fun with what possibly could happen.
But that's why
anywho.
they're geeks and they don't. That's why I don't like using the word geek.
Digital tough guys.
Nerds better.
Nerds. It's October, so they're all gonna be horror-themed Throwdown Thursdays. Doing Sam from Trick or Treat, the little
Oh,
guy with the hood mask and the pumpkin face,
Okay.
versus Cubby's personal favorite, Chucky. Yeah,
Bud says Warrior.
Damn.
yeah.
That's weird.
yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I know. Cubby just hopes they both die in a fire and then get cemented over and you never have to see it again.
For those who don't know, Cubby just does not like Chucky.
If you want to just like take pictures of Cubby or take pictures of Chucky and just show them all to Cubby,
I'll murder every single one of your families. I'm not doing that.
Instagram it to Cubby.
Have you seen them? Have you seen the movie?
That's why I don't want to.
Yes,
I saw them when I was way too young to watch movies like that, with the wrong toys to watch movies like that. So
I'm gonna get James to dress him up as.
oh my god, no, dude, he's
I'm
gonna
gonna
beat the crap out of your son.
crap out of your son. I'm gonna pummel your son into non-existence.
James is Chucky.
It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like just crying. Oh my god, this would be great.
That'll be enjoy the watch.
What's that? My buddy? They didn't get you my buddy. My buddy.
Nope.
Wherever he
Nope.
goes.
Nope.
Nope. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
So that's that. I have a couple others. I thought of one today, because I had Damien written down for the longest time, and I couldn't think of who, but we'll obviously have to use it later. I'm sure people will comment when they hear it or whatever, but Damien
Maybe you
versus
should.
Hit-Girl.
Okay, you should have waited. Maybe you should have just not said.
You can believe it. You can believe it, or turn the audio down. I just
I love live TV.
I just wanted to share that. It's okay.
Okay.
Not that people can prepare, but it's whatever. Sorry, Siri. So yeah. What else we got?
I think that's chill out for a second. I've got movies.
Play stuff on.
I don't know. I'm kind of afraid about this one. It's another.
If it's a no, I don't want to say anything bad.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm straight down the middle.
We give Jasper our choice reviews.
Oh damn it! I forgot the other one.
What was
I
the
don't
other
mind
one?
it. It's
Robot Chicken,
good.
season 7, and then
I bet. Don't you want to watch
Phineas and
that?
Ferb.
I'm not.
If
watching
nobody
it.
else is gonna watch it, I'll
No.
watch it.
I don't even watch Phineas and Ferb, so
Okay.
But
So
this
no.
is Marvel.
Oh, good.
Hawkeye's not in it, so forget
For
it.
good
In
reason.
that case,
They
figured.
Yes,
Phineas
because
and
they don't
Ferb.
want to waste Hawkeye on a thing like that.
Phineas and Ferb is awesome, dude.
Whatever.
Seriously.
Okay.
Okay.
I just watched it.
Alright, well, I'll bring the other one later. It is Robot Chicken season 6.
All right.
I thought you just said 7.
I did not, I said 6.
I thought you said something.
I think we can go back to the table.
Luckily, we've got it on tape, and we'll see.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Well, when you're watching it, you hear Robot Chicken season 6.
Well, yeah.
Six.
If you notice, because I was off screen,
Alright.
so I will do the
Robot Chicken
season
6.
So, anything else? Anything else we want to talk about? Anything else happening in the nerd world?
I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything because
You guys
I
have been playing
didn't
Grand Theft
see
Auto.
anything.
I came back from the Las Vegas Comic Con stuff.
Yeah, how's that?
Or was it?
It was interesting.
Was it like convention in the 70s again?
Because it's at the.
It's at the
Plaza.
Riviera. The Riviera.
Or was it at the
and-
Riviera? That's what it was
And
at.
just the carpet's so loud.
No, for it being a small convention, it was a decent turnout. It was kind of sprawled
The
out,
Riviera.
but it was cool. Linda Blair was there. She did
I saw that we got a couple retweets on that.
Linda Blair retweeted herself.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
When she was chilling with Lou Ferrigno.
Yes, someone retweeted that. Apparently, Linda Blair was sitting on Lou Ferrigno's lap.
Ooh, TMZ!
And then she just turned her head all the way around.
Yeah, spewing vomit on
Hey,
me.
green guy!
That's cool.
No, it was neat.
I was going to say something really gross, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say something too. I think we all know where we're at with that one.
Oh, maybe not, but we might be in 3 different spots.
The highlight, at least for me, the highlight of the whole convention was getting my Amazing Spider-Man issue 129 autographed by Gary Conway.
Cool, no one cares.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Way to go, Jasper.
Yes, I'm
That's
excited
really cool,
about
though.
that because I'm a huge Punisher fan. But
No,
anyhow,
it's awesome.
no, it was convention was good overall. It's Vegas, and the whole convention scene's all convoluted with all these other conventions, but it was good overall.
Well, this was the second one.
Yeah,
So what'd you think? Was it better than the first?
it was better than the first.
Was it getting bigger?
It was. It's just that during specific time periods during the convention, there'd be just influx of people, and then it was kind of desolate, and then another influx of people. So it wasn't completely jam packed, but it was still overall the content for it being the Riviera was good. So it wasn't bad.
Cool. Alright. Anything else? Anything else we got coming up?
Wow, that's it.
I know the Austin crew is going to have some Fantastic Fest stuff
Awesome.
coming up.
That's great.
Which is pretty
Because I wish I
exciting.
could be there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Sorry for you. Really sorry for you.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got going on.
Cool, man. Well,
All
let's
right.
get filming.
We'll start filming. Thank you guys for sitting in on our production meeting. We're going to try and do this again next week. Thanks, Cubby, for the food. Really appreciate that.
Yay! Thanks, guys.
Awesome. So check us out on nerdlocker.com, on youtube.com/nerdlocker, twitter.com/nerdlocker, facebook.com/nerdlocker, and instagram.com/nerdlocker.
Actually, it's Nerdlocker 24 on Instagram.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No,
Shut
I just
up.
want to
Don't
throw
do that.
one.
It's like, man, that's why we don't like you.
That's why no one ever listens to that.